Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Mark again here, Weatherman Plus. And I'm going to give you the latest update on this big, huge storm coming in from the West Coast. Matter of fact, remember yesterday, there's two of them. Plus, what's forming in the Caribbean is getting even stronger. Matter of fact, this is going to grow with its chances in the Caribbean pretty fast, but where it's going is a little bit tricky. So I'm going to show you all the latest information you've never been here before. Make sure you subscribe. I am all year long. I've been talking about these storms coming down the West Coast for quite some time, and now I got the latest impacts. Matter of fact, we have new data on what's going on with this big storm, and is there actually a storm coming? So I'm going to show you all the latest information, plus what you can expect for our upcoming seasons for the rest of this winter, for our spring, as we go towards next hurricane season and next summer as well. What kind of temperatures we're going to be looking at. Now, I've been getting a lot of emails of people that are scared talking about some big storm coming. So I'm going to show you the latest information so you know exactly what you can expect. There's nothing to fear. I'm not showing you anything big and huge going to come and tear up your house or anything. It was pretty crazy. A lot of y'all didn't even tell me which storm you wanted the update on. So I'm going to give you the update on all of them. Now you can see here on the model run from your 500 millibar vorticity what's going on in your atmosphere. So as you start getting that deep trough all the way to the end of this month, guys, you're still going to be on that above average high ridge all the way to the end of this month. But that's where the storm starts building up as we go from Monday for next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, still bringing beneficial rainfall towards the south. And you can see that strong storm is staying offshore in the Pacific, guys. It's not staying on the coast, and it's not coming in doing anything super severe. I will show you the latest information. While this travels across the southeast, now as we go forward, you can see these storms do move across. That stays out into the Pacific as we get our next trough coming in, bringing some more storms through. Now this is just going to mile down and bring precipitation. Now you are going to get some precipitation, and if you go all the way towards the last couple of frames for 10 days, it might show something extreme. That's just ridiculous to even go by that. But it's showing that it's very gentle as it comes in and is not bringing any severe impacts. So when you look here for the next 10 days, and we're going to go by the Euro has been more accurate than GFS. GFS has been all over the place. So this is your CAPE, your convective available potential energy, and you need lift. Now you need that lift for any severe weather and storms, and you can see right here around Monday, you start getting that storm cycling up for the south. That's going to bring a lot of beneficial rain. Once again, you've been in a bad drought, so it's not going to go in the ground very quick, so it will bring some flash flooding. I have warnings for you. But other than that storm forming up for the south for next week, there's no lift, guys. There's no lift coming with that storm on the West Coast. There's no big super anything coming out of that. You can also see this on your chances for lightning strikes. There is no lightning strikes coming out of these storms, guys. You have the one coming in from Monday through Wednesday, coming for the south, bringing y'all that beneficial rainfall with those storms that will carry to the southeast and over Florida as you go through next week. But that storm coming off the coast is not bringing a lot of lightning strikes. Lightning strikes would be indicative to a strengthening storm cell, and it's not bringing a lot at all. Now, National Weather Service and Weather Prediction Center, they do put out for thunderstorms a chance for them for thunderstorms to pop up. They will be a color palette. And you can see here, clear as day. For today, we do have some storms for southern Texas, while we get this beneficial rainfall moving through this afternoon. As you go through late tonight, early tomorrow morning, then for tomorrow, we're just going to stay in that pattern. Now, as you go towards late Saturday into Sunday, then going into Monday, it's going to transition again. This is when you get that storm in the south. You're going to keep getting the beneficial rain in the northwest. This is when y'all get a lot of y'all rain in November, also in December as well. And Tuesday, Wednesday, showing that storm coming south. A little bit of severe weather, a little bit of thunderstorms, but nothing super bad that you need to worry about. It's going to bring some flash flooding as it goes all the way down on Wednesday with that storm cell being 1,004 millibars, and it goes down into the southwest by next Thursday. No strong thunderstorm hatched area at all on that next storm. Matter of fact, you see the update with National Weather Service for the next 8 days. There is no severe weather coming anytime soon. I even checked on SIPS. Sometimes a university will put an outlook for a possibility. There is nothing coming for the next 6, 7, 8 days. No hatch area showing any kind of severe weather from any big storm, guys. We're just going to get some impacts. We're going to get some rainfall and maybe some waves. I'm showing all the way till Monday. Potentially, it could be bringing 10-foot waves, maybe up to 11 or 12 as it gets closer towards the shore, as it goes further down to the south. But you can see right here with the Euro that this storm system is going to stay offshore with all of the main impacts. Even the tallest waves is going to be on the western side. But I know a lot of y'all in the Northwest do a lot of fishing. So as you go from Sunday into Monday, the big waves is going to start building up in that region. So you need to be aware of that. And then as you go Tuesday and Wednesday, it just sits there right offshore, getting blocked by the high pressure and not doing anything, guys. And you can see this here with the Euro. So as you go through Monday, you get that rain that comes on shore, starts bringing y'all the banding, Northern California as well. But then it stays offshore a little bit for Northern California. Nothing happening all the way to next Thursday and next Friday. Still a little bit of rain just slowly adding up day after day. That's it, guys. Matter of fact, when you look at an update on the risk of heavy snow, all that heavy snow that was coming to California has disappeared. Was 3 feet, now it's nothing. Now you have a chance for heavy snow, a slight chance, from the 17th through the 18th, going through Colorado, going through Utah, also going through Washington, the higher elevations, of course. You can even see the update with the Euro for the next 10 days, guys. That went way down. Not much snow coming in this transition. We're going to be above average. That's what I've been trying to scream all along. Plus, another big update, the risk of high winds. Now, this was all the way to the West Coast. Now you see it has changed. It's not going to be super severe towards the West Coast of no big storm coming to California. But you do have a slight risk for high winds for the coast of Washington and Oregon. Also in this brown section from the 17th through the 19th. Showing not high at all with the Euro. You can see in the Northwest, this is like 40s in the green. Edge of 50s in orange. This is going way down. Maybe chances for high 40s to edge of 50s. That is about it. Even the GFS isn't showing anything, and usually the GFS overdoes it. Matter of fact, a couple days ago when I was talking about this storm, GFS had it 50, 60, even 70 miles per hour wind gusts coming along the coast. All that has mild down. Now, this is the next 10 days. Still seeing that come across the Caribbean. Now, if you believe anything past 10 days, you'll believe possibly these winds that could come for the Four Corners. 50 and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Possibly as it makes that transition going up on that high ridge. We're going to be on a high ridge. But if you believe that, that's 354 hours away. You should also believe that that hurricane is coming towards the U.S. Now you can see here with the Euro that as you go into Monday, you get them storms in the Northwest. You also get storms come through Texas and the South. As you go through Tuesday, that system is going to stay offshore Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then it's going to go right up to the northeast with the energy, bringing y'all maybe some rainfall. And then it's going to come on into the U.S. for Saturday as well. Very light impacts, guys. Nothing super big. Maybe in 240 hours away, maybe something could start heading to the north as this high pressure starts swinging that north. But we do have a risk for heavy precipitation, a slight risk from the 17th to the 19th for Washington and Oregon. And we have it also from the south going towards the Great Lakes, Tennessee, Kentucky Valley, Ohio Valley. A bigger area. It was longer. Now it's more of a broad area. 17th through the 19th. So to give you all the latest information I can on National Weather Service forecast model, you can see this all the way till 6 a.m. on Monday, plus coming through Texas and some for the south. So I've been screaming this forever about y'all getting this rainfall, and I'm so happy that y'all finally going to be getting this rainfall because y'all need it so bad. So you can see it's bringing anywhere from 1 to even heavier the further north you get, towards 2 and 3+ inches of rainfall towards Washington. But towards the south, it's really going to start adding up, which is a good thing. Now for Texas, it's going to be heavier towards southern Texas, towards 3-4+ inches, maybe even get on the coast, get over here towards 5. That's a lot of rainfall as it travels towards Houston as well. And you can see for the deep south and the southeast, this is going to start adding up. So far, it's just getting towards an inch, but this is going to continue on this pattern, and this is going to add up to a lot. Matter of fact, there has been put out a flash flood watch for you now, which is a great thing. You can go from drought to flooding. Now, this is for Monday. You have this green area right here for Monday for flash flooding as we go through this transition. When the storm comes in for Tuesday, this is going to go a little bit further towards the east. Your chance for flash flooding. This will be raised up. This will grow. I will keep you updated. Okay, those that's been following the updates, you can see from here a lot of big improvements. Look at all this heavy rainfall right along the Gulf Coast, just like what the Euro showed yesterday, I like to add. So just like what the Euro showed is what they're going by. And this is heavy amounts of rainfall, plus all the way down California. So if you're in this blue area, you're going to expect anywhere for an inch of rainfall. If you're in the red, you can expect 2 to 3 inches. And the rainfall from the Euro has just grown phenomenally. Look at all this rainfall potentially coming, guys. As you go from Sunday into Monday, not only is it still growing down the West Coast, but you see how much lighter that has gone. It's because the precipitation went off into the Pacific. But look at all this. This right here is your next 9 days, and maybe something else added to it. But if we just go for the next 5 and 6 days, we start seeing this pattern coming. Because I want to look at this rainfall. This is a lot of rainfall coming. Look at this. Potentially chances for 6 to 8 inches coming for the coast of Texas, coming into Louisiana as well as it goes through the southeast for Alabama, Mississippi, Panhandle, Florida, and it is going to reach into Georgia and South Carolina, North Carolina as well. But look at that heaviness that's going to be coming. That's going to be a good thing. Now remember, we do have a cold front moving in this weekend before this big warm-up. So this is from National Weather Service. Link is in the description below. You can go click on it and see your lows and your highs that you're going to be dealing with for the next 7 days all the way until Thursday. That way you can see official information and not guessing just by what I say or what anybody says. But you can see that here. We're going on that next 6 to 10 days. Big warm-up coming from that big high ridge and that deep trough coming to the southwest. And all the way to the 23rd, big high ridge, big above average comers. Matter of fact, we have big above average temperatures coming all of next year, guys. Plus, you can see with GFS being that big high ridge, eventually getting this cold front that's coming in the 20s still. You remember that one from yesterday? Look like it's going to be higher elevations only, but you can see that ridge eventually going to be bringing us some more snow. But you can see the path that we're going to be on for a long time. Plus, the latest update on what's going on in the tropics, our latest disturbance, what's going on with this development, guys. Now, this is going to update rather quickly. I will update this on my community tab as we go through this weekend. You see it's at 20%. And you see we're still very warm temperatures in the Caribbean this time of year. Still, remember, we go all the way to the end of November, and it is cooling down in the Gulf of Mexico from all these cold fronts. But you can see with the anomaly that we're still above average from something still forming. Now, this time of year, things usually curve out just like this. Just like this next wave looks like it's going. And you can see our sea surface temperatures update that it has been slowly going away as we're transitioning, guys, into this next season. I will update you. But you can see the update on our potential velocity anomaly where you have favorable environment, some lift coming in this area, unfavorable, all this orange. That we still have that system forming that the National Hurricane Center is showing. And it's still showing another one can still do the same exact thing as we go towards the end of our hurricane season, as we go into the 20s. Now that might seem a little far-fetched, but the Euro is seeing the same thing. But the probabilities have grown towards 60%. And you see how it could turn a little bit towards the U.S., but favoring going out. Now you can see this best as you look at chance for a tropical depression with the Euro in 5 days, 6 days. It's going to take a while for it to get away from that troughing because it's going to be an unfavorable environment, but then it's going to be on the move still 9 and 10 days away, going out to the east, northeast more than likely, but there is 2 potentials that we need to watch for, but probably going to go out, guys. But you can see how far this is, literally 8-9 days away, giving you the update. And you can see how that storm just miles down. The pressure system in the Pacific just weakens all the way down to nothing as it comes in. But you also see that wave right there. The Euro don't have that doing anything at all. Now the Canadian sees it as well, and it sees it start strengthening up right towards Jamaica, where you're going to be right on the east side of that eye of the wind and the rain, which would not be good if that was going to actually strengthen up right there, and go out through Turks and Caicos towards Haiti, Dominican Republic, as that storm system weakens down on the west coast. Now GFS has been all over the place because it has a cold front coming through and it sees that potential block, but it's showing the same path, just more intensity usually, as GFS does. It always overdoes things a little bit. But you see how it gets blocked by that high pressure and it goes back to the west. Literally, guys, in 13, 14 days. It's just GFS. Matter of fact, when you look at the update with the GFS, you can see it travels normally, just like the Canadian has been showing. Could intensify, could cause a lot of problems for people in the Caribbean. So I will watch it for them. But you can see the ensembles with GFS, they're all in agreement that eventually, either sooner or later, this thing is forming up in the Caribbean. And remember, this is your controlled member. This is your more than likely outcome, showing that it will potentially affect Jamaica still, guys, as it goes out by Cuba. Gets a little pause there. It does get overshadowed by high pressure. Gets overpaused, gets a stall. Then it still goes out and still just sits there potentially. But you can see with the SpaghettiOs, GFS takes it where no matter what, is going to eventually strengthen and go out. And the Euro just takes it where it's just weak, guys. Just keeps it weak the whole time. Now, if we do get a name storm, it will be Vince. I don't think we're going to even make it to Whitney this year. And you can see that with the long range with the Euro, the system that we have forming up now. What forms up maybe in the 20s that GFS sees? Euro sees that the intensity and the probability will be more than likely in the MDR, maybe towards the Eastern Caribbean, very close, or Lesser Antilles. Need to watch out for that as we end our hurricane season. Might get some lift right here in the middle of December. I believe that will dissipate and leave, or this is storms coming across the U.S. Our Caribbean, our tropical hurricane season will be done after this. Now remember, I got some updates for you, so listen. As we still going towards our neutral, towards our springtime, as we get out of El Nino, we're still going towards neutral, and there's a little bit of an update. And you can see that here. So normally we was like, okay, it's going to go towards a neutral phase as we go towards April and May. But now, as we go towards May, June, July, and August, it's definitely going towards a neutral phase, and El Nino is going to be backing off, guys. And maybe La Nina is going to start kicking in for next hurricane season. And you can see this beautiful graph here by Weather Nation when you're in a neutral Enso pattern, that you're going to be warmer along the south and the southeast, and you're going to be wet along the southeast because we have that subtropical jet coming across like this across the Gulf, and it's going to bring storms for y'all. So it's still showing that true, and you're still going to have these cold polar jets coming through the upper Midwest out through the Northeast for our springtime. Plus, if you look at the update, our seasonal temperatures, remember I told you we're going to be above average for this winter, and you can see that this is our latest from the 19th of October. When we get to the next one, I will update you. November, December, and January, we're going to stay above average. Matter of fact, for December, it's going to stay above average. For January, it's going to stay above average. And for February, it's going to slowly move to the north, but stay above average. Now, this don't mean you're not going to get no cool fronts. This means for the month, for the average, you're going to be above on your temperatures. Now, as you go through March, this is what you're going to have. As you go through April for our springtime, for our neutral phase, you're going to be in your normal temperatures in the white, above average, and the orange to the red. As you go through May, June, and July, it's going to start adding up. And now you're going to be above averages as you go into next summer, guys. For August, September, October 2024, the whole country is going to be above average temperatures all the way into September, October, and November till we start getting our next winter season coming in. I hope that has helped you understand what is coming and hope you understand the updates. Thank you again for your time, everybody. Hope you have a very great and a very blessed weekend. I will see you again on Sunday morning. Now, before I go, Deuteronomy 32, 1 through 9. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak. And hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. because I will publish the name of the Lord. Ascribe ye greatness unto our God. He is the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment. A God of truth and without iniquity, just and right is he. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do ye thus requite the Lord, O foolish people and unwise? Is not he thy father that hath bought thee? Hath he not made thee and established thee? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Amen. Have a great day, everybody. And remember, all glory always goes to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh. And I hope he always keeps you safe, you and your family, now and forever. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Have a great day, everybody.